Share
This
my screen.
conference will now be recorded.
Are you able to see? Please let me know. Okay. See, in the last session, what we discussed? In the last session, we discussed about the conditional statement. There are three types of flow control statements in Java. Those are the conditional statement, iteration statement, and transfer statement. And we discussed about the conditional statement. If, if else, and I can say switch condition. Now today, and also I done with some examples with how to write flow conditional statements like with if loop, with if else loop, and with the another loop that is with the switch loop, switch condition. We wrote some examples on the same. Now today I am going to discuss about the something about the iteration statement. Okay. There are how many types of flow control statements in Java? How many types of flow control statements in Java? Anyone? Three types. Correct. Three types. Those are CIT. Conditional statement, iteration statement, and a transfer statement. Now we are going to discuss about the iteration statement. Okay. Those are those are for loop, for each loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay. These are the conditional statements. Now I am going to discuss about the for each loop. Sorry, for loop. What is the for loop means? If we want to execute, if we want to execute a particular test case, okay, repeatedly, repeatedly with multiple times, we can go for loop. Okay, that is the for loop. Say basically in the for loop, in the looping statements, there is a four types of looping statements. There are four types of looping statement. If the interviewer will ask, you can say like this: looping statements. Those are for each, while, and do while. 1 second, guys. I'm in class. I'm getting one call. 2 minutes time, please. Sorry for. You want to execute a particular test case repeatedly with multiple times, we can go for loop. Okay, loops means all type of loops. Okay, we can go for loop statements. Okay, how many types of loop statements will be available? For loop, for each loop, while loop, and do while loop. These are the four types of loops available in the Java. Okay, what is for loop? I am going to discuss like a syntax. Please listen carefully. Okay, coming to the syntax, I am saying that for within that there is a initialization will be there, then condition will be there, then increment or decrement will be there. Then within the for loop, what we are going to take, we are taking the body execution. Okay, observe carefully, guys. See, I can draw in a diagrammatic format so that you can understand something. See, for loop means just there are three types of conditions in the for loop. For initialization, colon condition, colon increment or decrement. Inside this for loop body will be there. Loop body will be there. See how the execution flow will be there in the for loop means I can tell you very important guys. See first this will be executed. Okay, very important. Then it will check the condition. Okay, see condition will be always returns either true or false. True only, then it will enter into the body. If make a note. If two statement, second statement true అయితే then body will execute. Okay, then this is called the third statement. ఈ థర్డ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఎప్పుడు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుందంటే ఇంకా see very important case. Please look carefully. See first initialization will be executed, then condition will run, then comes under the for into the body. When the third statement will execute means if second statement true only, then body will be executed. Body means third statement will be executed. Then again, one, two, three, this is fourth statement. Okay. Then again, what will be the loop? Then this is the fifth statement. Again condition. See, again comes into the body. Then it will be the sixth position. Okay. If the fifth statement is true, then only sixth statement will execute. Then after the body execution, again come the condition. Up to it becomes true, up to it becomes false. The body will, the for loop will terminate. After condition becomes false, then only loops will break or for loop will break. Okay guys, this is the major condition. Please look into this. Very important. I think you got a clarification. Which will execute first, which will execute next. See, first initialization will be executed. Initialization will be anything, means starting. And the condition will be executed. Then increment, decrement, then body will be executed. Okay. After condition, this condition will become, then only the for loop will be break. Until the condition break, it will till on executing. Okay. I can show you some examples so that you can get some idea. See, I have a requirement. What is my requirement is I want to print. I have a requirement to print a particular string. String and nothing but some names, anything for 10 times. How we can achieve? I can show you how we can achieve. Okay. See, I am taking see, this is JSON batch. We need to navigate to MR batch. This is my requirement. I want to print a particular scenario with 10 times. Okay. How I can achieve this? By using for loop, by using loop conditions, I can iterate and print data. Okay. See, I can show you. See, in this class, we are working on the flow control statements. Now I will take the another class, that is test2. I want to implement the for loop. See, I am taking one main method. I want to print what is my requirement is I want to print MR testing for 10 times. See, basically, if we want to print 10 times, we need to pass 10 times the data. Basically, if we don't know the conditions, is iteration statement. See, I want the print 10 times, I need to pass 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. In this much of amount times, we need to pass the data if I want to print a MR testing. See, it is printing 10 times. To overcome this problem, loop execution came into pictorial. See how I will write loop condition for in how many times I need to print 10 times. I is equal to 1. Okay. I less than or equal to 10. 10 times I want to print. Then I plus plus. Then I am going to write system.out.println MR testing. I am taking the count as I so that every time it will print. See if I remove this, if I want to print first which statement will execute, first it will start with this. Then it will check the condition. What it will check? Either this 1 is less than or equal to 10. Yes. This 1 is I is equal to 10 means I value become 1. See, then 1 less than or equal to 10. This will return true. Yes or no? Then here 2 will be executed. If 2 will result 2 will become true, then this body will be executed. Body will be executed means this will become 3. Then we need to increment this value, this I value. I plus means initially I value is 1, 1 plus 1. Now I value become 2. So 2 less than or equal to 10. Okay, 2 less than or equal to 10 returns true, comes inside this and print the data up to I equal to 10. Then what will happen? I less than or equal, 10 less than or equal to 10. True. So it is printing. If the I value become 11, checks the condition. I less than or equal to 11 means 11 less than or equal to 10. it will return false. So it will come out of this for loop. See, if I run this, what will be the output? See, 10 times it is printed. MR testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Means first initialization will be executed. Next it will check the condition. If this condition true met true, then the particular element will be printed. See what will happen if the I value is 10, here I is equal to 10. If here I plus 1 means I become 10. Okay, 10 plus 1, 11. 11 means 11 is less than or equal to 10. Return false. So it will come out of this for loop. Yes, in this way we can write the for loop condition. Okay, this is called the initialization. This is called the condition. This is called the increment decrement. Okay, students.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
సార్ ఐ ఈక్వల్ టు 1 సాటిస్ఫై అయినాక తర్వాత ఐ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ అని ఇది కదా
See, there is
అప్పుడు
no
ట్రూ
condition.
వాల్యూ
Here,
కదా
sir.
ట్రూ కదా ఫస్ట్ ప్రింట్ అవ్వాల్సింది.
Bro, see, here it is there. It is not a condition. It is initializing the value. I said, no. This is the initialization. Initialization condition. If here see what will happen, initialization means I equal to 1 means then I become 1. Yes or no? Yes
ఎస్
or
సార్
no? Okay. Then it will come to
ఎస్
second
సార్
position. In the second position, 1 is less than or equal to 10. Okay. In the second position, I sorry 1 less than or equal to 10. 1 is less than 10. Yes or no? So it will returns true.
ఎస్ సార్
So it will comes inside the loop condition. What I said, 1, 2, and third will be the inside the loop. Inside the loop, if the condition will returns true, then only loop will be executed. This condition returns true, so it will be printed with the I first initialized value. First I insert with I 1, then the condition will become I plus plus. What happened? I 1 plus 1, it will increase with one value.
ఐ
Then I
టూ
become 2. He checks here
ఓకే
condition. Okay, 2 less than or equal to 10. What will return? True. Okay, in the same way, when the I
టూ
become when the I become 10 or 11, when it will become 10, 11, see 11 less than or equal to 10. Is it written true? False,
ఫాల్స్
correct? So it won't enter into the conditional area. Then we'll break this condition, correct?
ఎస్
Okay.
సార్
In this way, we can perform the for loop conditions. Okay. This is one example. I can tell you one more example. Okay. Hey, please go on mute someone. I think Gopi, you need to go on mute. Okay. See, if there is a one more statement, I can tell you the example. Same example. See, I am taking one for loop. For before that, I am declaring int I equal to 0. Okay. Here I am declaring initialization. In the initialization, I am declaring SYSO system dot out dot println. Then I am taking condition I less than or equal to 10. Then I plus plus. See, what will be the output here? See, here in the initialization, if we can declare anything. Okay. See what will the output means. I can tell you here MR testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to 10 it will printed. See, I can show you. See, make an order. Make an order. In initializing condition is not required. Okay. It is optional. We can declare it as a class level also. Okay, guys. What you learn from this in the initialization position, no need to pass anything. This is optional. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to take the like somewhere in this way we can do it. Okay. This is one example. I will take you one more example if you want. Okay. See what will happen here. See, I am not take. I am printing one. See, I am not declaring initialization. Okay. I want to print this. See, it is printing or not? It will print. See, it will printing. So here initialization is optional. In for loop, initialization is optional. The same way, if I remove this condition also, see if the condition will remove, default condition should be true. So it will repeat, it will execute unexpected time, see unlimited times. See, because if it not declaring any condition, by default condition it will take means by default it will take true condition. Make a note. In conditional statements, if no other condition will given, then it consider sorry it consider as true. Okay, నేను చెప్పాను కదండి in the for loop itself. See, the syntax itself. In the initialization, we need to initialize some values. In the condition, true or false. If condition true only, then the body will be executed. Okay. If by default I declare it as a condition empty, so default it will take empty. So empty means it will take true. So every time the condition will pass. So it won't stop the execution. In the same way, increment decrement also optional. See if I run this, it will pass. See. In the zeroth condition only it is working because there is no condition. Here zero initialization we declared as a I is equal 0. In the condition I am not declared. So there is no condition. Default condition should be true. In the increment decrement, no increment decrement. Zero itself it is printing. So it is optional. Make a note. In for loop, all the conditions or all the statements are optional. If we won't declare, then it consider as sorry consider as true. Okay, guys. In for loop, all the statements are optional. Means this is called initialization. Correct? Initialization. This is called condition. This is called increment or decrement. Or decrement. These are the conditions that we are going to use in the for loop. What are those? Here initialization, condition, increment, decrement, all are optional. Okay. Here all are optional. Okay. Make a note, guys. That's all about the for loop. I can tell you one more example if you want. Simply see, I can make here this way. In this way also we can do. See, there is a n number of ways we can write it, but no need to recommend to write in this way. I am taking int I is equal to 0. See, initialization is implemented. No need of this initialization. Then what is I need to implement? I need to implement condition. Up to I less than or equal to 10 times 10, I need to print it. In the increment decrement, I am taking that SY system dot out dot println. I can say that Mohan. Initialization condition increment decrement. So I am printing the system dot out dot println. I am printing the testing space colon concatenation. After this statement, I am going to increment my I value. Here also you can declare it, or you can also declare it. No need to worry. When there is no issues. See, so in the condition, it will print the particular condition. Okay, guys. If I want to print anything at the conditional level, I can declare it as a conditional level. See, testing first is 0, I less than 0, true. Then testing will be printed. Then increment decrement will come. See, increment will be Mohan. Okay. Or I can do one more thing. I can do concatenation here also. See what will happen. See, first testing 0 will be printed. Then I will be going to increment some value. See, Mohan 1 will be printed. First initial value is 0. After incrementing, it is printing that Mohan 1 is equal to 1. Then testing 1. Then automatically testing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, Mohan will become 11. See, after level, this condition met or not? This condition won't met now. See, first this is executed. And then the condition will executed. Next, this inner loop will be executed. Okay. If any statement within the inner loop, all the statements will be incremented. It will be executed. Here, incrementing the value. How much it is incrementing? Okay. It is incrementing 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1. Always increment one value. 1. Here it is printing 1. Already it is incremented. So it is printing the value here itself. Okay. See here, you can see in the console. It is already increased the value by 1 here itself, I plus plus within the body condition. So that here we are appending I plus 1. 0 plus 1 means 1. So now what will happen? I become 1. 1 is less than 10. True. Coming to this. At the end, see, it is printed. Okay. How it is printed? 10 e plus 1 increment that is equal to 11. Then here it is printing Mohan is equal to 11. But in the condition C, 11 less than or equal to 10. Is it true or false? 11 less than 10, 11 equal to 10, false. So you will terminate the loop and come outside. Okay. What we learn as of now, important points on for loop. In for loop, all the condition, all the statements are optional. Yes or no? Okay. In for loop, after condition will met with true, then only loop area, then only body area will execute. Correct? Correct. And the third statement is in increment or decrement area, if we pass any system dot out dot println, that will be executed. Correct? Executed every time. And these are the things we learn in the for loop. In for loop, all the statements are optional. See, in the for loop, this is one more important point. In initialization also optional. Akshay, after the conditional, after condition becomes true, only body will execute. ఎప్పుడైతే ఇంకా కండిషన్ ట్రూ అవుతుందో then only body will execute. Okay. If condition meets with 0, then it will terminate the for loop. Okay, guys. These are the points to remember for loop. That's all about the for loop. You can copy this also. Yes, very, very important. Please practice. Without practice, you can't do anything. This is the example 1, this is the example 2, and this is the example 3 for the for loop. Then we are going to discuss about the for each loop. Okay. See, for each loop means nothing but non-conditional statement. Non-conditional statements in Java. No conditions. Means, see, I will tell you one thing. If you can also, we can learn in further days. Not now. See, I am declaring one array. Int a is equal to some array. Then I am declaring some values like 10, 20, 30, 40. I want to print all the data. Simply I can go with the for each or for loop colon. What will be the value here? A. What is this return type? This A return type is int. Correct? Int A. Simply I am printing the data. System dot out dot println of A. See, here there is no condition. See, after meeting the condition only, it will print the data. Whereas for each loop, there is no condition. Nothing but printing the values without any condition is called for each loop. Okay. Printing the values with condition is called the for loop. Printing the values without condition is called the for each loop. Means if I want to print anything data, that can easily printed without any condition. Whereas in the for loop, There, see, if I print the same data using for loop, see how I can print it. See, for int I is equal to 0. See, I can start from 0th element, 0, 1, 2, 3 element. Then after that, a dot I less than a dot length up to this ఈ length ఎన్ని ఉంటే కనుక అన్ని ప్రింట్ చేయాలి. Then I plus plus. Then I am going to print SYSO system dot out dot println of a of I, so that it will print all the elements with some condition. I want to print the all elements. The first element should be 0 and the condition will be up to this length of the element. Length means how it will consider 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to the length, how much it will have. After that condition, I want print the data. Whereas in the for each loop, there is no condition. Just for each loop, what in the right side, we are taking what reference. In the left side, we are taking what is the return type. It will be integers. So int of some reference. Just printing the reference. So it will print without any condition. See, if I declare like this, I can tell you one more example. See, I want to print the objects by using the without condition. Simple. I have array. I have a array int array equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to print all the numbers. Simple. I want to print all the numbers. Means there is no condition. Simple. For each. See, it will automatically happening. This is the reference to this. What is the return type of this? Int. Int. I am taking one reference. Just simply print SYSO I. See what will be the output? It is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I want to print in the same line, just remove this line, IL. See, it will print in the same line. It's in the same line. If I put print ln means ln represent next line. Okay, print in next line. Okay, see what will happen? It will print one after another line. If I print on the same line, I need to remove ln. Okay, make a note. Guys, see in this way it is printing. See, I want to print only even numbers. Okay, so that what I will do means I can take one for loop. Okay, in the for loop, int I is equal to 0, I less than a dot length. How many characters will be available? On those characters I need to print. I is equal to I plus 2. See, if I want to print the specific character, system dot out dot println a of I. See what will be the output here? 3, 5, 6 will be available. See, 0th element will be printed. See, I plus 1. The 0th element will be printed 1. Okay, I can remove it, but as of now, I'm commenting this. See, 1, 3, 5 will be printed. Okay, if I remove I plus 1, see what will be the output? See, all will be printed. Okay, with some conditions means I want to see, I want to print with specific numbers with condition. You can go for the for loop. Without condition, I want to print all the elements. I can go with the for each loop. For each loop will be applicable for the where we don't have any conditions. Okay, for loop will be applicable where we have some conditions. Okay, this is about the for each loop. Okay, make a note. Very, very important, guys. Okay, for loop will be used where there is conditions. Okay, for each loop will be used where we need to print all the data without any condition. Okay, and if you want to say one more point regarding for each loop. For each loop came in 1.5 version, means Java as of now we are using 1.8.0. In the same way previously we are using 1.5.0. At that time this for each loop came into pictorial, came into usage. Okay, on that specific version only it is deployed. Okay guys, see I can write it some more program. See I want to print one, I want regarding for each loop, make a note. So regarding for loop, I want to print numbers. I have numbers. I want to print numbers 333 to 444 using for loop. How to print? Anyone? How to print? Simply, I am declaring starting value should be, initialization will be taken as a 444 and the condition will be taken as a 444 up to 444. Just I am taking I plus plus. Every number will be included. Just then after printing that I value. See what will happen if I print like this. See, this is a conditional elements. I am giving some condition. Hey boss, I want to print it up to these numbers. E numbers, middle values I need to value. See, it will happen, what will happen? See, up to 333 up to 444 it is printing. If I give less than or equal to, means it will print the specific 444 value also. See, 333 is printed, 444 printed. This is the conditional statement. Here, if you want to use for each loop, we don't have any condition. Just print numbers ante. If you have the data, specific data, just print all the data. We can go for the for loop. See, if we don't have any condition, then we can happily go with the for each loop. Okay, if we have conditions, then we have to go with the which loop? For loop. Okay, okay guys, if you have a conditions, we can go with the for loop. If you don't have the conditions, we can easily go with the for each loop. Okay guys, I can store this as a some example for the for loop, not for each loop, for the for loop. Example 4. Okay, if you want to print with conditions, I want to go with the for loop. I don't want any conditions, just I need to print the data. I can go with the which loop? With the condition. Which loop, guys?
For each.
Correct. With the conditions, we need to go with the for loop. Without conditions, we can go for each loop. Okay, Gopi?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Others, Radha, Mahendra, Avinash, I think everyone
Yes,
is
sir.
fine. Okay, Radha. I think most of the persons are not available in this session. Okay, we'll see. This is about the for loop and for each loop. Okay. Then we are going to discuss about the for each loop. Okay. Sorry, for loop is completed, for each loop is
While,
completed.
while.
Correct. While loop we need to discuss. Okay. As of now, how many conditional statements is available? Flow control statements, conditional statement, iteration statements, and
Transfer.
transfer statement. How many types of flow control statements in Java? Anyone?
The three
Three
types:
types.
conditional, iteration, transfer.
Okay. Very good. Conditional, iteration, and transfer. What are the methods related to the conditional statement?
If else switch.
Correct. What is the statements which are methods belonging to the iteration?
For loop, for each loop, while loop, do while loop.
Okay, very good. Okay. And as of now, we are done with the if else. Okay, here there is a one more statement. Switch. Now we are as of done with the for each loop if else. Now we are going to look into the while loop condition. Okay. I am going to explain you the definition. See, in Java, all are interlinking. I think you learn some OOPS concept. In the OOPS concept only, you'll get some clarification. All are same. Only see, in the inheritance, what will happen? Just we are extending the properties from one class to another class. Coming to the polymorphism, just we are extending the properties. Along with this, we are overriding the data. Yes or no? Guys? We are extending some properties and changing that properties is called overriding, but just extending is called inheritance. Nothing but in Java all the topics are basically same. Nothing but some extension will occur day to day, some different types of logics. Okay, coming to, we need to discuss about the transfer statement. Sorry, we need to discuss about the while loop. Okay, while loop is nothing but just checking the condition. Just checking. Make a note. Just check the condition and print the data is called while loop. Okay. Basically, in the for loop, there is a three types of things will be available. There is initialization will be there. Okay. Condition will be there, and increment decrement will be available, and body will be available. Where in the while loop, it contains only one condition, that is while condition. If while will returns true, then the body will execute blindly. Okay. Make a note. See how it will looks like. I can explain you like a syntax. See how the condition will be a syntax. While this is the condition, then print the data, print the body. See, make a note, guys. Very important. Not see, condition means it should be in Boolean type. Okay, either true or false. Same, either true or false. Only if it is true, then only body will execute. Okay, after the statement will return true only, then it will execute the body. Okay, okay, guys. See, and also one more condition. Here, very important. Condition is mandatory. Basically, I said now, here in the for loop, both initialization is optional, conditional is optional, increment decrement is optional. All are optional. Yes or no? I said all are optional. If you define or not define, all are optional. But in the while loop, condition is mandatory. Mandatory for while loop. See, if I write like this means syntax, it will show some exception. While condition పెట్టి లోపల అక్కడ కండిషన్ ఏం డిఫైన్ చేయకుండా if I print something means if I print something I can print like this testing, then it will show the some compilation error. Compilation error saying illegal state start of expression. See, I can show you here itself. See, I am writing the while loop. While without any condition I am printing. See, here error will be showing. What is this error? See, expression expected after for this token means in this condition the condition should be mandatory. So it is showing some error. If I define some condition, okay, see, it will print the body, no problem for it. See, up to this I become here condition, it will print some data sy means how many times it will print? 9 times it will print. See, testing, okay, I am printing the data. Here plus denotes the concatenation. We already discussed. See, it always meeting condition true. I can explain you why it is, okay? Because I am not see, I am taking the value I is equal to 1, okay? Then here I is equal less than 1. It will print the data. Then again come, again I is 1. Yes or no? I am not incremented. Again 1, again true. Again 1, again true. So I want to make the increment of this value I plus plus. See, now it will stop execution after getting some values. See, if I define this, see, the first I is equal to 1. See, here what will happen in this while loop? 1 less than 10. It will return true. So first time it will print testing. Again come in this loop. What will happen? Again I value is 1. I am not incremented. I 1 is less than true. Again it is true. So it will become n number of times true. So it will print n number of times because we have not incremented this value. See, it is printing. Oh, if we stop this, then it will stop printing. So that we need to meet that condition. So that I need to pass I plus plus. If I do see, if it will up to 9 times it will print. Okay, this is the example for the while loop. While loop means just it will check the condition and print the data. In the while loop, condition is mandatory. If you don't put the condition, it will give the illegal state exception error. Okay, this is the one example for the while loop. See, in the while it will check the condition and print the data. If condition in the while loop, condition is mandatory. In the for loop, condition is not mandatory. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? See, I can play one more game here itself. See, I can take one more example like this here. See, I can do the same. Sorry. I am taking the condition like this. I plus plus. I am printing some data. See, I am defining here a desert like this. See, you need to buy hard these guys. You need to practice this. Then only you will get some clarification. I am printing this testing. How many times it will print? Anyone? How many times it will print?
N number of times.
Correct. See, because always the condition is true, means always it will print the data. So if I print anything, any data here, system.out.println, if I print like this, it will show some error because rest of the code if I print here, see it will show error, unreachable code. Because always this while loop is true. There is no time. See, if you print this till to 10 hours, 24 hours, 30 hours, 365 days, it will print the same data. It won't reach this position. It won't come out of this loop. It is printing. So when will reach this code? Always the iteration should be within this loop, correct? Yes or no, guys? Always the condition should be within the loop. So loop only printing. So then it will become which area? This area become the unreachable code area. This will become compilation error, unreachable statement, where we cannot reach into this area because always the true statement will be printing. There is no chance to come out of this loop. If I give some conditions, it will print. See, if I print like this, int I is equal to 0 or 1, I less than 5. See, after printing this testing 5 times, sixth time it will print the rest of the code. Okay, I want to pass this I
To
plus
I
plus.
plus plus.
Yes, I forgot. Because why we need to I plus plus means every time I value become 1. So it will always print the same data. See, after printing fourth time, and the rest of the code will be printed. Okay, if there is no false condition for this while condition, then this will become unreachable statement. Okay, guys. Unreachable statement. Very important, guys. If you practice all these things, then you can able to do something in the office after getting the job. You know, if you know the words, then only you can form a sentence. If you know the alphabets, then only you can perform words. Avuna kada? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no, guys? నేను చెప్పింది కరెక్టే
Yes,
కదా?
sir.
If you know the alphabets, then you can frame the words. If you know the words, then only you can frame the sentences. In the same way, if you practice these things, you can able to perform the code, real-time code. Okay? I can tell the best difference between in the interviewing if they will ask. Difference between for loop and while loop. Very important. Both are looking same, but there is some slight difference is there. As per my perception, as per my knowledge, I am thinking. What is the difference between? Can anyone say? See, for conditional statement, we can go. We can go for which statement? loop statement, for loop statement. For non-conditional statement, sorry, just non-conditional means we can go for while loop.
For each.
Okay, please go on mute, guys. This is about the for loop, for each loop, and while loop. Now we are going to discuss about the do while loop. Do while loop means, see, in the name itself there is a solution. Okay, first do, first print data, and then check, and then check the condition. This is called the do while loop. Okay, I can say some definition type. Okay, do while loop is nothing but entry level. Do while loop is like a entry control statement. Because see, 1 minute, guys. Sorry for disturbance. I mean, mute talking. See, here in the, all the statements, after checking the condition only printing that. See, in the for loop also, see, if the condition will pass true, then only the statement will pass print. In the loop also, if the condition true only, it will print the data. Whereas do while loop, it's a entry level. First it will print the data. Okay, it's a entry level data. Nothing but first print and then check condition. Means simple, guys. We'll go for one hotel. Okay, we'll see if that hotel will ask you take the token. Then this is which condition? For loop condition, while condition. Me, if you have amount in your pocket, you are ready to eat the amount. This is called the for loop condition, while condition. Coming to the do while, first eat, then think about money, then think about the condition. I have the money in the purse or not. అర్థమైందా అండి నేను చెప్పింది? మీరు ఒక హోటల్కి వెళ్తారు, అక్కడ వచ్చేసి టోకెన్ తీసుకొని అన్నం తినమని చెప్తారు. అంటే ఇంకా టోకెన్ తీసుకోవడం అంటే కండిషన్ కదా, డబ్బులు ఉందా లేదా చెక్ చేసుకొని పేమెంట్ కట్టి తినాలి, డబ్బులు ఉంటేనే తినాలి. అదే మామూలు హోటల్స్కి వెళ్ళామనుకోండి, ఫస్ట్ తింటాం, ఆ తర్వాత జేబులో డబ్బులు చూసుకుంటాం ఉందా లేదా అని. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో గైస్? నేను చెప్పింది అర్థమైందా? రాధా, బ్రహ్మ, మహేంద్ర, గోపీకృష్ణ,
Yes, sir.
అవినాష్,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
వాట్ అబౌట్ యూ బ్రహ్మ? Okay. See, in the do condition, first it will do the thing, first it will eat, and then it will check the condition. Yeah, I have the amount or not. Simple do, braces open, then after that it will check the condition while condition. This is the syntax. Very, very, very important, guys. This syntax is, don't forget. If you know the syntax only, then you can do able to perform something. Without knowing syntax, nothing you can do it. Okay, very, very important. See, I can take one example for do while loop. See, I can take int I is equal to some data. I am taking that int I is equal to 0. Then I am taking the do while, do something. In the do, I am printing the data. Sy, so first time entered. Then it will check the condition while I less than 10. What will happen? It will print how many times?
10 number of times.
Yes, very good. It will print 10 number of times because see do first time entering. It will check the condition. Condition pass. Again it will comes to do. Oh, condition pass. So it will print 10 times. Oh my god,
Sir,
sorry.
I
I plus
I
plus,
plus
I plus
plus.
plus. Yes, I plus plus. Very, very important. In the do itself only. See, I am every time forgetting. I don't know why. I plus plus. Every time we need to pass the I plus plus. Means it is to meet the some condition. Very good, guys. See, it will print such many times. See, if the condition is not met. See, how many times data will be printed? First time will be printed. For first time printing, there is no condition. In the while condition, it will fail. But before coming this statement, already this statement is printed. Yes or no? See, see first how the execution will come. Execution will come into do loop. It will print the data. It will increment the data. Okay. It will increase by data with some value. Okay, I plus plus means I is equal to 2. It is not match the condition. Then it is won't print the data. So it will terminate and come outside. See, if I put even 1 also, it won't match because it will increment it to 2. See, see first I value is 1. It becomes do value. It will first data I plus plus. What will become? I become 2. Means 1 plus 1 means 2. 2 is less than 1. False. Then it comes out of this do while loop. Okay. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I can add some more things also. System.out.println rest of the code. See, it is failing after do condition one time, and it is coming out of this do loop. Here itself, this semicolon denotes the statement will be completed. You know that. What is this denotation means? The particular statement is completed means then only we will put semicolon. In the same way, this do while is completed because it is written the false statement. So it come out of it and print. See, if I take it as a 1, if I take it as a 10 times, see 10 times first time entered printed and the 11th time rest of the code will be printed. See, 10 times it will printed, 9 times it will printed with the first time executed. After I, when I become 10, 10 less than 10, 10 less than 11, true or false? False. Then it will printed. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times printed, 10 to the rest of the code will be printed. I can take one more example. Previously, what would it depend? I'm printing this and taking this output also. What we'll take one more example. See, rest of the code is taken now. Yes. And without this, we are printing one more time. See how many times it will print the data? Anyone, guys? How many times? How many times it will print the data? 9
Nine
times.
times.
Yes, very good.
Right. Yes. I guess
Yeah. See, don't forget this. I am forgetting this condition every time. You don't forget, guys. You don't forget because you're teaching me, so you won't forget. Okay, that's all about the which statement, iteration statement. Okay, now tomorrow we are going to discuss about the which statements. We are going to discuss about the which statement,
one.
transfer statement. Transfer statement is that much not important. Only it contains the break, continue. Okay, and we have try catch. Try catch will be explain the exceptions itself. In the morning batch also pending with these exceptions, I can discuss with this. These are the important statements in the transfer statements. After completion of these transfer statements, I am going to continue with the collections. Collections are very important topics here. Okay, for the testers in the interview room. Okay, that's all about the today session. As of now, what are the topics we covered? We covered 5 important components in the class. What are the 5 important components in the class? Anyone? 5 important components in the class. What, guys? Variables, constructors, methods, instance blocks, static blocks we discussed. And after that, what we discussed about all the topics like variables we discussed instance blocks, we discussed static blocks, all the things we discussed. Then after that, we came into the collections. Sorry, OOPS concept. How many types of OOPS concepts in Java? How many types? What is this, guys? There are 4 types of OOPS concepts in Java: abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance, and encapsulation. How many types in abstraction? Brahma, how many types of abstraction in Java?
Two
Radha?
types, sir. Two types, sir.
Structure plus
Two types.
inter.
Oh,
Abstract class and interface.
okay.
Brahma.
How many types of inheritance? Okay, Brahma. How many types of inheritance in Java, Avinash? Avinash. Okay, please do practice, guys. Very important.
Hello,
No need to worry. Okay.
hello.
How, how many types?
Single, single,
Types I am
multiple,
asking. 5 types.
multi-level, hybrid.
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, Brahma, no problem. You can prepare your as much as possible on the day-to-day classes. I will explain all the topics. Sometimes in the revision, I will take the revision. Okay, so that you will get some clarification. Okay, as of now, what we completed? We completed with the flow control statements with the conditional statement and iteration statements. Then we have one more thing is that is which statement we are going pending, that is transfer statement. From next class, that is on Tuesday, we are going to discuss about this transfer statements. Okay, once the transfer statement is completed, on the day itself
Okay.
only. Okay, please go on mute. Go on mute. Okay, on that day itself, I am going to start the collections. It will take nearly up to 3 to 4 hours, 4 sessions. After completion of these flow control statements, nothing but sorry collections. In the collections, we have collections. 9 interfaces will be available, and some implementation classes will be available. Some cursors will be available, and then we are going to discuss map. Everything we are going to discuss. I think uh, Radha, you attended collections, na? Morning session.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After completion of collections, I will try to take the exceptions, or I can continue with the selenium. Okay. See, whatever the topics I mentioned, whatever the examples okay, covered in the day-to-day classes, note whatever the note points is available. If you prepare those things, definitely you can crack the interview for selenium perspective. As I selenium with core Java up to 4 to 5 years experience, no problem. We can cover 5 years experience also after completion of entire this course. If you do practice only, the condition will apply. While condition will apply. While condition met true only, you will get the job. Okay. Okay, guys. Very, very, very important, guys. Okay, that's all about today's session. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Others can drop. I can talk to Gopi Krishna. Have a nice day, and we'll connect on Tuesday. Happy Dasra to one and all.
Sir, exceptions మార్నింగ్ బ్యాచ్ లో కూడా అవ్వలేదు కదా?
అస్సలు అవ్వలేదండి, వాళ్ళకు కూడా చెప్పాలి. I will take some special classes. Okay?
ఓకే.
No need to worry. I will cover all the syllabus.
ఓకే.
Happy Dasra అండి. Gopi, you can stay. Okay. You too.
ఓకే సార్.
Bye. Avinash, you can drop. No problem. Gopi, this is your first class,
యా
no?
టెల్ మీ సార్.
This is your first
ఎస్
class.
సార్.
ఎలా అనిపిస్తుందండి? ఓకేనా?
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే.
ఓకే గోపి, నీకు ఇంకొక ఆయన ఉన్నాడు. మీ ఇద్దరికి బ్యాకప్ క్లాసెస్ మొత్తం చెప్తాను. డోంట్
ఓకే.
వరీ, స్పెషల్ కేర్
ఓకే.
తీసుకుంటాను. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్, ప్లీజ్ లెట్ మీ నో.
అంటే
జాబ్
ఇవాళ
అయితే
చెప్పారు కదండి, ఇవాళ కండిషన్ లూప్స్ చెప్పారు కదా, అది సో పంపుతారా డాక్యుమెంట్?
నేను డే టు డే అన్ని పంపిస్తాను, గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టేస్తాను. నో ప్రాబ్లం.
ఓకే అండి. ఓకే.
ఓకే,
అంటే
నో నీడ్ టు
ఇప్పుడు
వరీ.
సార్ మళ్ళీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడానికి ఎక్లిప్స్ ఉంది కదా, అది ట్రయల్ వెర్షన్ ఏమైనా ఉందా మీ దగ్గర?
అన్ని నా దగ్గరికి వస్తే కనుక ఐ విల్ ఇన్స్టాల్ ఆల్ ఇన్ యువర్ ల్యాప్టాప్. నో నీడ్ టు వరీ. ట్రయల్ వర్షన్ కాదు, జెన్యున్ వర్షన్ ఉన్నాయి, దానికి ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఓకే, ప్రాక్టీస్ యాజ్ మచ్ యాజ్ పాసిబుల్ సో దట్ యూ కెన్ గెట్ థరో ఇన్ ద ఆల్ ద టాపిక్స్. ఓకే.
ఓకే, మీరు ఎక్కడ ఉంటారు? ఏ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటారు?
నేను హైదరాబాద్ అండి. మీరు?
హైదరాబాద్ అండి. హైదరాబాద్ లో ఎక్కడ? నేను బీరంగూడలో ఉంటా.
నేను ఫోరం మాల్ బ్యాక్ సైడ్ గోపాల్ నగర్ ఉంటుంది, 9th ఫేస్ లో ఉంటాను. 9th ఫేస్.
ఓకే. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది?
నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ ట్యూస్డే అండి. వీళ్ళందరికీ దసరా హాలిడేస్ కావాలంట.
ఓకే.
మనం కావాల్సింది ఇంకా
యా, ఓకే.
ట్యూస్డే నుండి ఈ క్లాసెస్ కాకుండా ఇంకా వేరే క్లాసెస్ కూడా తీసుకున్నాము, మీకు ఇంకొక ఆయనకు.
ఓకే.
ఓకే,
ఓకే.
దర్శల్ గురించి జాబ్ కి అస్సలు భయపడకండి,
ఓకే.
100% జాబ్ వస్తుంది. ఇప్పటికి నేను ఒక 30 మందికి ఇప్పించాను జాబ్.
అదే సార్. సార్ నాకు డౌట్ ఉంది సార్.
చెప్పు.
నాకు డౌట్ ఉందండి. అది ఇప్పుడు మీరు జావా చెప్తున్నారు కదా, ఈ కండిషన్ లూప్స్ ఇవన్నీ. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిందేమో స్మాల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తున్నారు, బాగా చిన్న చిన్న కోడింగ్ కింద. సో టెస్టింగ్ లో ఇంకా ఒక 2 pages 3 pages కోడింగ్ ఏమైనా ఉంటుందా బ్రో?
అలా బ్రో ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే కనుక ఈ చిన్న చిన్న ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారనుకోండి బాగా, ఫర్దర్ గా మీరు అన్ని ఏవి ఇచ్చినా చేయగలరు. నేను చెప్పిన టాపిక్స్ బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. సి ఎవ్రీ వన్ విల్ కమ్ ఆన్ దట్ స్టేజ్ ఓన్లీ. ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ నుండే 5th స్టెప్ కి వస్తారు. వన్ స్టెప్ కవర్ చేస్తేనే యూ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఆల్ ద స్టెప్స్. ఓకే. నేను అట్ ఎ టైమ్ అన్ని లూప్స్ మీకు చెప్పాను, మీకు అర్థం కాదు. మీరు డే టు డే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసి నో నీడ్ టు వరీ, ఆల్ ఆర్ సింపుల్. సెలీనియం ఇస్ సింపుల్, నో నీడ్ టు వరీ. ఇఫ్ యు డు మోర్ ప్రాక్టీస్.
అడుగుతున్నాను అంతే.
ఏం అలా ఉండదండి, అలా ఏం ఉండదు. మీరు ఎంత బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే యూ విల్ గెట్ దట్ మచ్ ఆఫ్ నాలెడ్జ్.
ఇప్పుడు వన్స్ కంపెనీలోకి ఎంటర్ అయిన తర్వాత వాళ్ళు మాన్యువల్ మీద ఇస్తారా సార్, లేకపోతే ఆటోమేషన్ మీద ఇస్తారా సార్ ఎక్కువ?
అంటే ఇంకా మీరు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పెట్టేదాన్ని బట్టి based upon your
Ah,
automation
okay.
experience, manual experience. See,
Okay.
I can suggest you go with 3+ years of experience.
ఓకే
3.2 experience అలా వెళ్ళు. ఓకే
ఓకే అండి. ఓకే, నేను 2015 పాస్ అయ్యానండి.
ఓకే 3 years ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పెట్టండి, ఎక్కువ వద్దు.
ఓకే
ఓకే అందులో వచ్చేసి
ఓకే
1.2 ఆటోమేషన్ పెట్టుకోండి. 1.3 1 year 3 months.
ఓకే ఓకే
Oh my god, it is recording.